Chromatic Aberration was a band destined for greatness. Their music was a brilliant explosion of sound. Leo's guitar solos could make grown men weep. Mia's bass lines were so groovy they could start a dance party in a library. Sam's drumming was a force of nature, a controlled thunderstorm of rhythm. Finn's soaring vocals tied it all together, creating pure magic. On stage, they were untouchable. They were a perfectly synchronized machine, creating sonic masterpieces night after night. Their fans adored them. Critics raved about their raw talent and electrifying performances. But off-stage, the magic disappeared. It was replaced by something else entirely, pure, unfiltered chaos. The band's messiness was legendary. After every show, their tour bus looked like it had been hit by a confetti-filled tornado. Pizza boxes formed precarious towers on top of amplifiers. Half-eaten sandwiches were discovered in the strangest of places, inside a drum case, tucked into a speaker cone. Socks, shirts, and miscellaneous articles of clothing were strewn everywhere, creating a colorful but treacherous landscape. Clara knew she had to do something drastic. Yelling had not worked. Pleading had not worked. Even hiring a personal organizer for the bus had failed spectacularly. The poor man had quit after just 2 days, citing unbearable levels of creative entropy. She needed a new approach. She needed to speak the band's language. They were creative problem solvers on stage, capable of improvising complex musical passages at a moment's notice. What if she could channel that same brainpower into solving their own disorganization? She needed a challenge, something that would force them to think differently and, more importantly, to think together. The next morning, as the band stumbled onto the bus, they found Clara waiting. She was holding a single, crisp envelope. Her usual frantic stress was replaced by a look of calm determination. She did not yell about the missing snare drum from the night before.
"This is for all of you," she said, her voice even.
Your next gig, your next paycheck, your next pizza, all depend on you solving what's inside. And you have to solve it together. With that, she turned and walked off the bus, leaving the band in stunned silence. Inside the envelope was not a lecture or a list of rules. It was a single sheet of paper with a riddle, neatly typed. The band gathered around to read it. The riddle was strange and confusing. I have cities but no houses. I have mountains but no trees. I have water but no fish. What am I?
Leo scratched his head. Is it a trick? He wondered.
Mia shrugged, already bored. But Finn sensed the seriousness of Clara's challenge. Each member went off in their own direction, convinced their individual genius was all that was needed. Leo was certain the answer was something philosophical.
It's about the soul, man, he declared. He spent an hour trying to write a power ballad about it. The answer felt hollow.
Mia, the practical bassist, thought it had to be a physical object. She started rummaging through the bus, holding up a crumpled poster. Maybe it's a poster?
It has a city, a mountain, a river, but no houses, no trees, no fish. Clever, but not quite right.
Sam, the gadget guy, cried, "It's a computer." Cities of circuits, mountains of data, water cooling, but no real things.
He spent hours searching digital landscapes, but none felt like the simple answer the riddle demanded. Each member was stuck in their own world. Frustration grew. They started bickering.
Leo accused Mia of not being creative enough. Mia told Sam to get his head out of his laptop. Sam complained that Leo's theory was useless.
They worked separately, not as a team. The collaborative energy they had on stage was gone. The riddle meant to bring them together was tearing them apart. Clara watched, worried. Her gamble appeared to be failing.
Just when it seemed like they would give up, Finn called for a timeout. "Stop!" He pointed out how each of them had tried to solve it alone. Leo, you thought about art. Mia, you looked for a physical thing. Sam, you thought technology.
He suggested they take a break, clean up a small area so they could think clearly. They spent 20 minutes tidying one corner, creating a small island of order. With clear heads, they sat down and reread the riddle.
Finn wrote each clue on a separate piece of paper. "Okay," he said, "let's combine our skills."
Drawings, globes, souvenirs. They brainstormed representations of places. Suddenly, Leo's eyes lit up. He reached into his guitar case and pulled out a folded map he used for navigation. Look, a road map. It has cities, names like Denver, but no little drawings of houses. It has mountains, shaded but no tree icons, and blue lines for rivers and lakes, but no fish. The answer was staring them right in the face. It was a map. The solution was a revelation, not just because they had solved the puzzle, but because of how they had solved it. They cleaned up, listened to each other, labeled cases, and made checklists.